Okay, so we're with Rajahamsam TR as he's known, and we are now in the green room of Home Delhi with zero gravity on the left. So, Raja,
Yes.
you're playing bass with zero gravity.
Not just zero gravity, but for today, zero gravity.
So, how many bands do you play bass with?
I started with Crayon and Calvin, you remember?
Yeah,
It
that's
happened
where we
exactly
met.
3 years ago, 20th
Yeah.
October 2017. I know the date. That was the first time I played on the stage. And,
Really, that was the first time?
Yes.
I didn't know that,
yes.
man.
And I was so inspired watching you play and knowing that you didn't have a bass guitarist then.
Yeah, we were three
Yeah.
of us on stage.
And that was a ticket for a lot of other performances and bands. Reason being, that was like the point from where I could join Zero Gravity as well.
Mhm.
Siddhant, who was the guitarist
Oh, yeah.
for Crayon,
I remember, yeah.
had become the guitarist for Marmalade, which was the previous band.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got to know about, or else
Yeah.
So before that, the other band I was part of is the 33 1 by 3.
Oh, yeah.
Very strange name, but a group of people who are all 40, 45 plus. I'm not one of them, of course, but a group of people who are working and playing music. So that was the other band, and before that, my second band was Woody Akoshi Project, that was the longest audition process. And a very thorough one, the most professional, where I had to send my recordings with every song.
Yeah, those
Really
were some
appreciate
good
it.
old days,
Because
huh?
I learned a lot with that. And of course, my first band was Crayon, which I converted in the same day, like 16th October, 17th October was the day where we had a practice at Ovia Studios. And that was the evening where they decided that okay, fine, he's good enough to play bass with us. The drummer wasn't there, it was just the vocalist and the guitarist. They decided I'm good enough, and they said tomorrow we have a gig. Are you free? It's like, yes, I'm free, but do you think I'm ready? It's like, yeah, we'll take care of that. So that day, 20th October afternoon, I met the drummer.
Oh, interesting.
Just that
Very
day
interesting.
afternoon, I met the drummer at his
Okay.
place, and we went through all the songs, and he told what all to do, what not to do. Like, yeah, fine, let's go on stage. And
Anyways, we're a long way from those days.
yeah.
So at present, you're playing with two bands,
Hmm.
and you're also working at the same time at a company.
Yes.
So tell us about that a little.
So the way at work, when we talk about ourselves, and even during interviews, it's not just what we know and what we do at work, but all of us is about our hobbies. In fact, when you're doing interviews, we pretty much go to the hobby section and start asking, and that gives a lot more about a person than what it is that they know about the work, because everyone can learn that. It's the culture and the people. I have chosen playing music as my only and most preferred hobby, and I do not indulge with anything else, and because I end up having no other time. But few things that I've learned over time is that take exercising and gymming, for example, right? You need to do that every day, and you see results like 6 months, 8 months, 10 months. You put that level of dedication and hard work into anything, including playing bass, and you will be at a next level.
So what we know of you over the years is that you
Yeah.
walk a tightrope between your work and music.
Mhm.
So how does that work for you?
So work pretty much teaches one to have that level of work ethic, right? How to balance different projects and what all one must do to be available for everyone. At the same time, start delegating work to others as well. And I'm able to bring that to my hobby and to my friends with whom I play on stage. Ensure that, in fact, I would very much say and bold enough to say that the prime reason why I've been chosen by these bands, many of the bands I'm playing with, is not primarily because of my capability of playing bass. I won't say I'm really good, I'm decent, but more because of my work ethic, because what I commit to do, I ensure that is done. And somehow, strangely, that's a very highly competitive aspect among the other bases in Delhi, hopefully.
So what's your inclination in various genres of music? Like for Zero Gravity, you're playing blues.
Yes.
With Woody Akushe, which is now called Wumbaya, you're playing reggae and a bit of folk rock and classic rock numbers.
Yes.
What other genres are you inclined towards, and how did these genres work for you?
So blues is my base. I started practicing with that, learning the songs and playing the songs because, face it, every tutorial of bass guitar that you find will always start with let's teach blues because there's a structure to it, and with that structure, the 12 bars, you can pretty much play any song. So, and you once you know the structure, you're able to do those songs. And then with blues is again the foundation for most of the other genres, whether you take jazz or whether you take rock or blues rock. So I mean, starting with that helped me, and that gives credence to the fact that the first lesson should be blues. So blues is where I started, and reggae is very close to me. Reason being, a long duration when I was in Bangalore, almost 3 to 4 years, I was completely into Bob Marley. Not even reggae, I would say Bob Marley. I didn't know the existence of reggae. I'd rather was like this. The artist is Bob Marley, and to an extent that it became a a replacement of bhajans at home. Can you imagine that? He has that. If you listen to it, if you forget the language or English, it's pretty much a bhajan, and it puts you in a stupor of obeisance to the Almighty, and that was there. And to an extent, I'm spiritual, and I really connected to that. And so I was always looking for an opportunity. I never thought that while listening to the songs, I'm going to ever get an opportunity to play that on stage. And thanks to the way stars are aligned and people around me, that happened. So yes, that's how reggae comes into the picture, apart from blues and other genres I'm playing.
Which of course brings us to a question which we sort of sidelined as to how you started off playing the bass in the first place.
So it is more like
Oh my god!
what happened? It's so hot now. 2012 is when my brother started playing the electric guitar. 11 and 12, and he had this nice electric guitar, and I had, along with him, I also attempt to play some chords and try it out. Guitar was the only instrument at home, and within years he got really good at it. I could see that huge difference in capability of playing because I was working. I was a college student, and he had bands to be part of. He was part of this famous band called Project Mishram. He's doing really well now. And as siblings, you have to learn to diversify. And I was like, okay, guitar is not going to work if we both have to play. I'll keep ending having complex on that. So let me diversify something similar, and that was bass. So 2013-14, I started looking for a bass. 2014 October is when I bought my first bass, a second-hand 5-string, and I traveled all the way from Bangalore to Mangalore just to pick it up.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that was amazing. And the person whom I bought
This
the
bass
bass,
only?
not this one. This is what I bought in 2016.
Okay.
2 years later. I wanted a 4-string, but then it was that's how my bass journey started. And with that, and after that, I bought a second-hand amp. Very good prices. Second-hand is always it's great to start with because you're able to experiment, and then you have that freedom to learn in your own speed.
Very nice. Alright, thanks Raja.
Thank
this was
you,
a
Calvin.
quick interview.
Photobomb.
Nishant photobombing the scene. We are actually in the green room of Home Delhi
Yeah.
with Amit and Manita as well, who are part of the band Zero Gravity. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.
Goodbye.